Ayo, good day guys. Hope y'all are doing good guys. So guys, before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload videos like this again guys. So guys, in today's video we're going to be checking out our indices, which is US30, NAS100 and GER30 obviously guys. Right, so the first thing that I wanted to check is NAS100 today guys. Okay, so this was my previous analysis. Yeah. Oh, okay, this was my previous analysis, guys. I was seeing these buys, okay, but the market sold. As you can see, the market took out those beautiful impulses, actually, right? But we caught them, guys. Guys, we can't miss out on such opportunities, guys. I actually caught the sells, so I'm gonna be explaining how I actually caught these sells, guys. Okay, so I was not analyzing this pair. Okay, as I've said in the previous video, please go analyze it yourself just to see which market direction do you have, right? Which overall market direction do you have? Okay, so I actually analyzed the USD one, right? As you can see, guys, we smashed. Beautiful smash. This one was just a Melcarara, guys, right? So firstly, we caught the buys. Okay, so I'm gonna be explaining how we caught the buys first, and then I'm also gonna be explaining how we caught the sells afterwards, right? So this one was just a choparara, guys. Just feel like this one is straightforward. Okay, I just feel like if you really like went and analyzed it and used all the rules that I've been using, you were gonna see this thing, guys, because the market was literally back into its strong sell zone, guys. Okay, remember we are always aiming for those for those strong zones in order for us to get those impulsive movements, right? Which is literally what we are waiting for, right? And in order for us to get the buys, as I've said, the market has to come and break this resistance here and also come and break that resistance there. Okay, but then guys, we'll just come back and re-explain this whole thing and just give you all what am I seeing, what's the next move on Nasdaq, right? And then also on US30, guys, same thing happened. Last analysis was the buys. Okay, we're actually waiting for the market to break its current resistance. It never broke, guys, right? And as I've said, as long as the market is below this zone, we can start looking for ourselves. Okay, but our overall direction was for the market to break the top and then continue with our buys. Okay, because remember the last time we analyzed this, we never had an obvious direction, guys, since the market was in new highs and all of that. So this was the only way we were going to enter our buys. But then as you can see, the market literally gave us those beautiful sells, guys. Okay, so here unfortunately I did not milk the sells, guys. I was not really looking at USDT like that. I was mainly focused on NAS100 because it's the one that gave me a beautiful setup, guys, right? But here we started by milking this young buys here. I'll come back and explain why we took those buys, and we came back and saw this beautiful sell here. Okay, so the buys we actually milked, but then the sell, that is the only one that I did not catch, guys, right? And then GER30. Okay, so GER30, same thing happened, guys. We were looking for buys. Market never gave us any confirmation for any buys. So after that breakout and retest, so here, guys, the only thing that I was following was just the 90%. To be honest, everything that I was doing here, I was just doing it because of the 90%, right? So here we were looking for buys after the market broke that resistance. As you can see, guys, the market just broke out of the trend instead of breaking that resistance. The market just broke out of the trend, gave us a beautiful retest. So we were just gonna hold ourselves straight to that lowest point there, right? So I'm just gonna start with GER30 since it's the last one that we reviewed. Okay, so on GER30, guys, first things first, the reason why I took these sells was mainly because of the trend, right? But then everything started from the highest time frame, right? Remember, you're going to be identifying your current lowest and your current highest point. So that's my current low there, and my highest point is that one up there, and you identify your zones and then your major trend, right? Then from that, you're going to go to your one-day chart. Okay, I know the previous time I said that this is just a retest after it broke that resistance, that highest point there. But then after the market broke out of the trend, I was like, nah, guys, there's no way we can keep on looking for these buys because the market is no longer showing us any buying opportunities. The only thing that we have to be looking for is those beautiful sells, guys, right? And the market was on its highest point, so obviously we are expecting another reversal, which we got, right? And then your 4H chart. So the 4-hour chart, that is where I identified this beautiful trend, guys, right? So I just identified this beautiful trend here, right? So that the market gave me my first touch, second touch, third touch, grabbed momentum, broke out, retested. So now the only thing that the market has to do is to sell until the 90%, guys, which is also part of the trends rule, guys. Okay, the 90% rule, right? So as you can see, guys, this is just a beautiful one. You're just gonna milk it if you knew what the 90% rule is, guys. Okay. Okay, so this one was just straightforward. It's just a milk Carrara. Then yeah, guys. Okay, so actually here I did not really hold this whole position, right? I was just looking for a certain target. I was literally trading my small account, took it from here to there, right? Those young cells, and I think my account was on 500. Not think my account was on 500, and I made 800 and something profit, guys, which is also fairly good, close to a K. I was really targeting a K, but then from how the market was moving, I was just scared for my account, guys. But then we grew it with NAS100, guys, which I'm going to show you how. Okay, and then let's go check how we got the US30 trade. Okay, so on US30, guys, the first one that I want to discuss is the buy, right? So remember, we were looking for buys after the market broke that highest point there, but then the market never gave us any opportunity for us to enter any of the buys because it never broke that high there. Okay, so here the nicest thing is that after the market did not break the high, the market gave us a double top. Remember, a double top only means that the market is going to sell, guys, right? So I said, okay, on my highest point, I have a double top. So there's no way I can start looking for my buys if I have a double top, right? It means the market has to keep on selling straight to that bottom there, right? So this is how I actually approached it. Okay, so this is my double top. Okay, remember, I was looking for buys, guys. Me, I like sticking to one direction until the market shows me that okay, that the direction is not the valid one. Okay, so here the only rule that I was using was the double top rule. This was my double top, this was my neckline. I knew that after the market breaks out, the market has to come retest on that neckline. After that retest on the neckline, that is when we're going to be getting our beautiful cells straight to the bottom, guys, right? So here the thing that influenced the buy was mainly this buy zone here. Okay, so I just took it from my zone to my next zone, so it was like a scalp trade, right? So this is just my beautiful buy zone. Once got those beautiful reversals straight to the top there, market hit there again, then gave us the buys. We even had a beautiful double bottom, guys, on our smaller time frame. Let me just show you. Okay, so you can see, guys, it just hit TP there, and after the TP, the market literally went back to the bottom. Okay, so as you can see here, we had a beautiful double bottom. After the double bottom, the market just shot straight to the top, guys, right? And this was around 3:30. So guys, as I've said before, it was around, it's from 2 to 3:30, guys, right? So this movement actually started around 2, and then as you can see, the 3:30 candlestick just hit our take profit and then reversed, guys, right? So as you can see, in every session that you're gonna come across, just look for a double top and your double bottom, and you might get the direction. Okay, you might get the proper direction, guys. Not saying that you are going to get that direction, but then if you know how to identify this certain market thing is, if you do you know how to identify this certain market confirmations, you are going to get the direction right, guys. Okay, and then the cells were literally very simple, right? I just went to my highest time frame, looked for my strong zone. As always, guys, after getting your strong zone, you're going to get your beautiful entry, right? So okay, I'm not gonna go through all that because it's literally the same as the GER30 one. You just identify your lowest and your highest point, you identify your zones and all of that, guys, right? So after that, I just identified this beautiful zone here, okay, which is the reversal point. So then the nicest thing about this zone is it was a support before, as you can see. So the market broke out and then gave us a retest there. Remember, after identifying your trend, you already have the direction of the market. You already know where the market is going. You just gotta have a proper entry at the retest level. So this was just an entry at the retest level. We even had a beautiful double top on that entry point. You see, as you can see, guys, that was just a beautiful double top in a 15-minute chart, and those sales were executed, guys, right? But unfortunately, I did not. As I've said, I was not really looking at the US30 cells, guys. Okay, and guys, let's just go to the price of the main course of today's video, guys, is literally NAS100, guys, right? So here on NAS100, guys, this was just a straightforward trade. As you can see, guys, I was actually identifying my trends as always, guys, right? I was using the trends theory. I was literally using everything that I knew about trends, and I literally got the market's direction. So the first trend that I identified was the one that the market created as it was going to finish its 90%, right? So I used that trend knowing that the market has to come and hit my third touch day, which is going to be the 90% of this trend. As you scale down to smaller time frames, you'll realize that we have this other trend here, right? This beautiful other uptrend. And then from that uptrend, guys, we had another. So guys, actually here I really identified a lot of trends. I just feel like this is a bit confusing, but then we'll just remove everything and reanalyze it. Okay, we're gonna analyze the original one now. Okay, so here, first things first was just this major key here. So this major key actually influenced the whole sell, right? So this major, I knew that after the market broke the major key, we're no longer gonna come back into this trend here, right? And another thing that influenced this whole sell was literally this sell zone over here. See guys, that sell zone was just a strong sell zone. I just saw that, okay, the market just retested. It was also a fast movement, guys. So here the nicest thing is we had a double top on our highest time frame. Hence I was literally confident with holding it to that lowest point there. We actually melted. We holded the whole sell, guys. It was just a beautiful one, right? So here, as you can see, we had a beautiful double top at my buy take profit day. That's just a beautiful double top, guys. After that double top, I just knew that, okay, the market is just going to keep selling, guys. Okay, the double tops work, guys. If you check also here, this was a double top at this highest point there. That was literally our beautiful double top. Look at what the market did after that double top, right? And as you can see, we had an impulse, and then we created a double bottom there. So if we have another double bottom here, we are going to be taking our buys, right? But then we'll reanalyze this whole thing just to check which direction are we going to be going for actually after this one. Okay, and then the buys were pretty simple. The buys, I just followed my trend again, guys. Okay, just identified my trend, had a beautiful double bottom on my 15 minutes chart. As you can see, this was just a double bottom, right? Market broke out, retested on the neckline, kept on giving me those beautiful buys, but I actually caught the buys at that lowest point there around 3:30 again, guys. Okay, so around 3:30, just look for your confirmations, make sure that you enter the strong zone, and then everything is gonna be cool, guys, right? But this one was also just a Mil Carrara, and the cells were just obvious, guys. This was my double top here, so I actually entered at the neckline. This was my double top there, right? Market broke the neckline, which is this one. Market broke the neckline, came back to retest on that neckline. After that retest, that is when we got our beautiful cells, melt those beautiful cells straight to that bottom there, guys. Okay, so this is just a Kukarara, guys. Okay, but we'll just reanalyze NAS100, and then that is it, guys, right? That's gonna be the end of the video. Okay, we'll just reanalyze this one, and as you can see, it just literally hit this zone and we're having a reversal, guys. We haven't even started analyzing it, but as you can see, guys, the market is literally moving beautiful already. Okay, but let's just go for it. Okay, as we all know, this is my index pair, so we're gonna start on our 1 week chart, right? So on your 1 week chart, you're gonna identify your lowest and your highest point as always, guys. That's my current lowest point there, and that is my current highest point there. Knowing that if the market hits your lowest point, you're going to be looking for your buys or your reversals. After the market hits your highest point, you're also going to be looking for a reversal, guys, right? After identifying your highest and your lowest point, you're going to identify your zones. So zones are just places where the market hit, the market changed its direction. So whenever you're seeing the market hitting and changing direction, you're just going to identify that point as a zone. So I'm just going to be focusing more on the current market zone, guys. Okay, so currently we are approaching this beautiful buy zone here, which is the one that we are getting a reversal from. So in order for us to continue with the sales, we have to break that certain zone there. Okay, and we are not also forgetting the price here. The main reason why we identify this major trend is to look for that beautiful breakout after a third touch. So here we had all our three touches. The only thing that we are just waiting for is just a breakout, guys. Once we get a breakout, we are going to be taking ourselves to the 90%. So whatever the market just has to break out of this, then come retest, and then that is when we are going to be taking more selling opportunities straight to that bottom there, guys. Okay, power of the 90% rule, guys. But this is just a beautiful, beautiful uptrend. This is just a beautiful uptrend, guys. Let's just wait for that beautiful breakout in order for us to hold this whole sales. And this is our 1 week chart, guys. So this can literally take close to 3 months of holding, guys. Right, so be prepared. If the market gives us proper confirmations, we are going to be taking these beautiful sales straight to that low there, guys. Okay, so let's just, after this, you scale down to smaller time frames where you're going to get more confirmations regarding your entry point, right? So on your 1 day chart, you're going to identify another trend, and you're also going to identify more zones. So guys, remember, guys, okay, there's this other one video where I told you that we mustn't forget about this trend here. The 90% rule of this trend is not yet complete, guys. So we still have to go complete this 90%. As you can see, the market literally reversed there, right? We can say it was an 87%, right? It's not literally 100% thingy. It's not literally a 90% completion. The market literally reversed before it went to complete its 90%, mainly because of the trend that was created, right? Also, on the current market, I just feel like the market won't go complete that 90%, mainly because of the current market trend. Remember, we follow the current market trend, guys. Okay, so I just feel like right now, it's just a good time for us to go complete the 90% there. Okay, but we'll see, guys. The confirmations are the ones that are going to tell us what to do. Okay, but we're just having this beautiful trend here. Okay, then after that, you're just gonna identify this other trend that I talked about, the one that was created while the market was going to complete its 90%, which is a beautiful, beautiful uptrend, guys. Okay, just like that, guys. So also on this trend, same thing happens. The only thing that we're going to be waiting for is that beautiful breakout and then a retest. After that retest, that is when we are going to be taking ourselves to the 90%. We might even extend the take profit and put it at this other 90% here, because that one also has to be complete, guys. But confirmations are going to be telling us, because currently right now we are currently on a buy zone, so this might take time for it to play out, but we will catch it, guys, when it's time, right? So this is just our beautiful, beautiful buy zone. We just have to be patient enough to wait for the market to break out of the trend, right? But right now we are on this buy zone. We might get some beautiful buys from this straight probably to this other zone here. Okay, but I just feel like the sells, we must not look for them now, right? We must mainly focus on, okay, the buys, I mean to say, we're not going to be looking for the buys. We must be mainly focused on those sells. Okay, as you can see, and guys, the nicest thing is we have a beautiful, beautiful double top on our 1 day chart, guys. Imagine, guys, we have a beautiful double top on our 1 day chart. So we might get some beautiful, beautiful move from this, guys. Okay, and the other trend that I spotted is this one, guys, from here. So from this low here, I spotted this beautiful trend, which is the one that is currently playing out, right? So the 90% rule of that trend is to be complete, guys. Okay, so we're going to complete this 90% before we go for any other 90%. Okay, let me just remove this one. Okay, so this is the first 90% that we are going to be targeting, right? Which can also be a retest or a reversal to go and give us a retest, right? It can be our reversal point where we can literally get our beautiful retest, and then after the retest, that is when we are going to be taking continuous sells straight to that lowest point there, right? Then from this, you just go to your 4H chart. Okay, so on this 4H chart, we literally just broke out of that trend, or out of our thingy of this trend that we just identified right now. So we might get some continuous sells after we get a proper retest. Okay, so after a proper retest, we might get our beautiful cells, right? Which can literally happen at this point here, right? But then since this is not our trading times, we are going to let the sell go and just wait for tomorrow's London session just for us to chop this beautiful thingies, this beautiful cells, guys. Okay, because I'm literally looking for more cells on NAS100. Okay, unless if the market is going to prove me otherwise, right? And then this major key, which is this one, which created a beautiful trend, to be honest, created that beautiful trend that we used to execute the sales that we got today, right? So we got this beautiful trend here. It was actually formed like a rising wedge, if you check it out, right? But as you can see, we had that beautiful impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, breakout. So now we might have that beautiful impulse. After the impulse, we might continue with that correction, right? So the only thing that I'm just looking for is a correction, guys. Unless if the market is going to retest on this trend here, which is also possible since we are on our buy zone, right? But everything is gonna play out nice once we get confirmation. So let's just go check if there's a double bottom on that certain buy zone that the market is at right now. Okay, but the 90% to be completed is literally this one, guys. Okay, so let's just wait and see what the market wants to do, guys. Okay, so from this, let's just go to the hour chart just to see if there was any confirmation for this buy. Okay, to see if we are literally looking for this buy or not. So we're gonna, if we were about to enter, we're gonna enter the buy or not. Okay, judging from how the current market looks, we were not gonna enter any position, guys, mainly because there was no double bottom there. If there's no confirmation, there's no entry for us, guys, right? But right now, let's just focus on those sells. Wherever the market is gonna reverse, we are going to be taking those positions. Okay, because we literally caught this beautiful ones. This was actually one of my biggest trades this week. Okay, the best one I can say for this whole month, to be honest. This was literally the best one. And yeah, guys, wow. Okay, we literally caught this one on this sell zone. Okay, I don't want to be forgetting that. Straight to the bottom there. Our take profit was just down there. Then our stop loss was just above there, knowing that if the market breaks back into that, we are going to be taking those beautiful buys, right? Okay, guys, this strategy is like a trial and error method, guys, right? So you're going to test out this zone. If you don't get confirmations, you go to the next zone. So yeah, guys, I just feel like it's understandable, guys. It just needs you to like practice and all of that. Okay, after you're done practicing, guys, after mastering this skill, the money is gonna come, guys. Okay, but right now we are going to be looking for our beautiful selves. If we get proper confirmations on that current market day, we are going to be taking more sales to that 90%, and then our stop loss can just be above there, knowing that if we break into this top, we might go retest at our entry point there. Okay, because this entry point, I was just expecting for the market to break out and retest the same time and then continue with the sales. Okay, but the market decided to play out the way it did, guys. Okay, which we can't blame, guys. Remember, we can't control this thing. Okay, but guys, nonetheless, this is literally what I am seeing on all my indices, right? So we'll just see how the market plays out, and then yeah, guys, we'll just follow through. Just yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be the end of the video, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload, guys. Remember, road to 500 subs. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the share button, and if you liked this video, leave a thumbs up, guys, and thank you, guys. See you all in the next one.